What's up, guys? So I'm here to do another Let's Have a Chat video. There has been a lot of stuff that's happened over the past week. So I was going to get into this real quick. So the first thing I want to talk about is this whole drama between Cupcake and Army. So basically, if you don't know who Cupcake is, she is a rapper. She is known for her song Deep Throat. Um, and stuff like that. She's very controversial, stuff like that. And she's very big on social media. I follow her on Twitter. I know she has like a huge fan base and stuff like that. What happened was, I think either on Twitter or Instagram, she had made a comment or made a something where she said she wanted to have sex with Cookie, and like Army's lost her shit. And it got to the point where they was threatening her, telling her to kill herself, all this other shit. And she responded on Twitter. Um, Here's the thing. The thing about Cupcake is that's her shtick. I didn't take that serious. I don't take her serious when she does shit like that. Like, that's what she does. I didn't take that serious. But it's funny when people reacted like that when some of y'all do the same shit or even worse shit. You know what I'm saying? People saying, "Oh, but she's sexualizing him." Last time I checked, Cookie's a grown man now. He's not 16 anymore. He's an adult. You know what I'm saying? I would understand if she was talking about a member of NCT Dream or some shit. I got you. But Cookie's like, what, 20, 21 now? He's an adult. So he's not a child. And two, don't act like some of y'all haven't done the same shit and said worse shit. Because trust me, I've seen it myself. I've been to concerts where people have made very, very inappropriate comments. I've seen people do the same shit all over social media. You know what I'm saying? Those are the same people who write crazy ass fan fiction on Tumblr or whatever you write fan fiction on, who draw, you know, fan art, very, just like members having sex with each other. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? These are the same people that will, you know, talk about they want to do this, that, and third, and, they want them to do this, that, and third to them, and all this other crazy shit. These are the same people, that have been, you know, that'll like plant cameras in their dorm, steal some shit from their dorm, push it on their dorm doors, go find out where their family live at, go bother their siblings if they so happen to have social media. You know what I'm saying? Pay for airline information to go try to catch the same flight as them, and you know what I'm saying, send them period blood and pubic hair and their underwear and all this other crazy shit. So yeah, she made a comment. Okay, so, and like, first of all, she don't know Cookie, he don't know her. They not about to fuck. Calm down. It's not that fucking serious. You know what I'm saying? It's really not that fucking deep. But it's funny how when someone says something like that, it's a problem. But when you do it, it's cool. Okay. It's just the hypocrisy is fucking it's hysterical to me. But the fact that y'all really came out here and just telling her to kill herself because of the way she said, get the fuck over it. Like, get over it. It's not that fucking deep. Like I said, y'all out here, y'all be doing the same shit, and I bet you that be some of y'all doing the same shit to even these NCT Dream members. These are literally literally teenage. I know some of y'all be doing that shit too. So don't fucking go there. It's just that simple. But anywho, let's continue on with BTS. They have also they have been offered to appear on Ellen show. If you don't know who Ellen DeGeneres is, I don't know where the fuck you've been for the past like 20 something years. But she is a comedian, actress, and she hosts her own talk show, The Ellen Show. People, like, she's known for having people pop, that's really popping on her show, whether it be actors, singers, social media stars. Psy was on the show, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised that she would want BTS on the show, especially since they've been like their name has been growing a lot since the Billboard Awards. And then now that, the album was number 7 on the Billboard charts and stuff like that. So I'm not surprised. But I think if they do decide to go on to the show, I think it'll be fun. Ellen, she's a cool person, so I think that'll be, it'll be fun. They'll be very comfortable and stuff like that. So I think that'll be a good look for BTS and Ellen. And not only that, it's just been announced that the uh, BTS is going to perform on the American Music Awards on the 19th this month. So this will be their U.S. television debut performance. I'm so fucking excited. I'm so happy. Honestly, I didn't see this coming because I honestly didn't think they're going to be coming to America anytime soon. I just thought they're going to be just focused on, you know, activities in Korea. I know they just finished the Wings tour. So I just figured they're going to just mainly focus on the album right now and just kind of take a little break and stuff like that. But I am excited that they're going to perform on the show, being the fact that, the AMAs is just as big as being at the Billboard Awards or like the Grammys or the VMAs. So I'm very excited for that. I have seen comments where people were like, oh my God, I wonder what they're going to perform. Or they should do this, that, and third. I'm like, yeah, I'd say pump your brakes because knowing how the AMAs work, their set ain't going to be all that long. Like, they're not Psy, you know what I'm saying? Psy had this big production. I don't think they'll do that for BTS because they're not like Psy level, whereas like, BTS is all over the place. I don't think it's going to be like that. If anything, they'll just perform a snippet of one song and then DNA or just DNA. But yeah, like I said, this is not the Mamas. So don't expect no crazy ass, big extravagant ass production. It's not gonna be that deep. That's like I said, just because the simple fact that these award shows out in the States out here, they're like 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours tops. And the AMAs, they're known for having like way too long commercial breaks. They squeeze a lot of performances in that time slot, and they also still give out awards and shit. So I think it's like a lot to do in that time. So I don't think they're gonna have this. Like I said, I really don't think they're gonna have this big grand performance. But either way, I'm just excited they're going to perform anyway. So next, I want to talk about the song Junki and the song He Kyo. I'm really awful at pronouncing Korean names, so excuse me. Their wedding. So basically, what happened is that they recently just got married, and they had a private wedding, and just so happened that during their wedding was live streamed without their knowledge. They're saying that someone had flown an illegal drone over their wedding and was live streaming their wedding over the internet. Um, yeah, so they're saying that there was like a bunch of different, bunch of big stars that attended the wedding and things like that, but still they didn't give anyone permission to film their wedding whatsoever. But they also had said that they weren't going to take legal action. Um, but still, it's just like, can people just get married in peace? Like, really? Like, can they? Like, it was private for a fucking reason. If they wanted to live stream their wedding, they would have done it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's just crazy. Like, it's just crazy that the links people will go just to, see someone's wedding. Like, it's not that serious, people. Like, I just remember when Beyonce and Jay-Z got married, like, no one knew about it until like it happened. There was like, I mean, people, like, I guess like leading up to the wedding, like people was like assuming it was like rumors and stuff like that, but like from what I know, that it was very tight lipped. Like, no, like people weren't allowed to have their phones None of that. They was not playing, and I don't blame them whatsoever, because everything does not need to be all over social media. If they wanted to have their, if Jay-Z and Beyonce had wanted to have their wedding televised, they would have done so, but they didn't. It also just reminds me of when Baekhyun's brother had gotten married, and some XOLs found out where the wedding was, and they snuck into the wedding and was like, call, I think like Baekhyun and I think some other members of EXO was there at the wedding too, and they was like being just real ignorant and ratchet at the wedding. It was so awful. And I know a lot of people was upset about it. I was upset about it when I first heard about it. I just like, it's a wedding. It's a sacred moment, and you're acting like a crazy ass fucking groupie K-pop fan. Like, calm down. Like, and honestly, it's like, and then I feel like sometimes, you know, when people say that we secretly got married, I don't blame them, because, like I said, nothing's sacred, nothing's secret anymore. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't blame people for when some certain couples that don't want to announce that they're even together, or they got married, or they're having kids or something like that, because people are just so fucking nosy. So, but they say they're not gonna press charges. They better than me, because I'd be damned somebody gonna be live streaming my fucking wedding and without me knowing about it. No, I ain't gonna do all that shit. So the next topic I want to talk about is pretty sad. So actor Kim Joohyung had passed away earlier this week in a car accident. According to reports, they said his car got overturned and had caught on fire, and they said that he was taken to the hospital, but he did not survive. So, according to police, it said a Mercedes-Benz SUV rear-ended a Hyundai Grandeur. I'm not good at pronouncing cars and stuff like that. Sorry. On the road in front of I Park, near the neighborhood of Samsung and Gangnam. Due to the accident, the Mercedes swerved into a wall of I Park apartment, and the driver was rescued from the crushed vehicle. The driver was taken to the hospital, but he was unconscious, and despite efforts of CPR, he passed away about 6:30 p.m. The police also confirmed that his car had caught on fire following the accident, and official investigations underway. So we don't have any more details than that. I don't know if the person that hit him is going to be held responsible. I guess we'll find out more information when they start, when they do more investigating. It's just fucked up. Like, it's pretty sad. And honestly, like, car accidents in Korea happen way too fucking often. You know what I'm saying? I've heard so many stories of people that speed a lot in Korea, do like they don't wear their seatbelts. I've heard so many stories of people say don't take cabs in Korea because the cabs are like outrageous. Not only they're expensive, but they drive crazy as shit. A lot of people who do like a lot of drunk driving and stuff like that. It's just very unsafe, and with some of these drivers out there, it's really unsafe, and it's really, really unfortunate that this man passed away. And not only that, I didn't know. Like I said, I'm not familiar with him, but I had to do like some research on him, because I wasn't familiar with who he was, because I don't follow like actors really. But he was just in a drama that recently ended, and he was also on 2 Days One Night with singer Jooyoung. I always get his name mixed up. But so since they were on the show together, he's currently filming for Law of the Jungle. So they had to, from what other reports I have read, that they had to find a way to contact him and let him know about his passing and things like that. And then not only that, but I didn't know that he was in a relationship. So his fiance, I think it was his fiance, she was filming for Running Man, and they had to stop filming because she found out what happened. And from what also heard, she didn't take it too well prior to the funeral. There's I heard reports that she has not left the funeral home, and she barely eats. She don't really eat, sleep, so she's not taking this too well. And my heart goes out to her. That has to be gut wrenching to lose someone you love in a car accident. I mean, the man was like 45. He was young. Um, so it's very very unfortunate, and I hope I don't like I said. Well, I guess we'll find out more about what happened in the accident during further investigation. So yeah, but it's really sad to see see him pass like that. So yeah, rest in peace, and my condolences go out to him and his family and all that other stuff. So yeah. So yeah, I guess the last thing I want to talk about is this whole mama thing. Basically, so today, if I'm not mistaken, today or yesterday, um, was it today? No, it's like today or yesterday, something like that. Mnet had announced that they were going to kind of like disable voting for the mamas because they were going to, I guess, go through the voting to see if there were like illegal votes. I guess from like, I guess either multiple accounts or illegal accounts and things like that. But the problem was people who had legit accounts had their votes deleted, mine's included. So, for example, I had voted prior to the video I made on the 24th, where I, recorded me voting for the mamas. I had voted prior to that. Excuse me. But when I go on my account, it only counts for the 24th, not prior to that. So my votes prior to that were deleted, and I know Onionator, she had told me that some of her votes were deleted as well, and some other people I know who their votes were deleted. So yeah, a lot of people aren't happy about that at all, and there also were people that were voting from since the beginning of the voting for the mama. I think that was like a couple weeks ago, and the mama starts soon. Like literally, you blink, and the mama start the 25th. So the 24th, 25th. So the mamas start pretty in a couple weeks. So I don't know what's gonna happen with this voting now, and so a lot of people are pissed. I feel like more people now more so excited for the AMAs than the mamas, to be honest with you, because like I've said this, this is textbook messy mama behavior. Mamas stay messy. They've been messy for years, and they're gonna continue to be messy. You know what I'm saying? And just I can only imagine what the fuck the actual show is gonna be like. You already know some shit's gonna pop off during the actual show. You already know this because that's what happens every single year. And every single fucking year, the mamas come around. Everyone, it's like World War III. It's like there's already tension between certain groups, and now it's like when it comes to like the end of the year season, the end of the year award season, just fan wars are like at an all-time high. It's absolutely ridiculous, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Fans are, beefing even more. You know what I'm saying? People are accusing people of cheating and just down the third. You know what I'm saying? Just like with the Melon Awards last year, people were accusing BTS of cheating. Like, oh yeah, they didn't win Album of the Year, when it got to the point where Melon had to come out and say, yes, they did win fair and square. I think they try to say that either Blackpink shouldn't have won the award they were one or twice. It was either something that had to do with Blackpink or twice. I can't remember. But there's also accusing them of, cheating and blah blah blah. But I'm like, no, they got the award fair and square. Just get over it. Get over it. But like I said, the mamas, it's always some shit with the mamas. It's just every year. It's like it's always rigged. It's always biased, and now I feel like, do I even want to vote now? Because I feel like this whole shit is rigged. I feel like this whole damn show, this whole award show is rigged as fuck. And now it's like, I honestly, I feel like I don't even think I'm gonna vote anymore. Like I voted, I have like 1 or 2 votes in now. I think I'm gonna just leave it at that because at this point I'm just like I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm gonna vote for the mamas anymore to keep it a book with y'all because it's just I feel like the mamas is so rigged, especially how things happen now. I definitely even more feel like the mamas is rigged. It's just that simple. And now it's like when the actual show starts. Now whoever wins is like, did they actually win fair and square, or was it some, extra shit? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And I do feel like Mnet is bi. I feel like a lot of these TV companies are biased towards certain people. Like I already know for a fact that Mnet is. I mean, SBS is definitely biased towards YG, hands down. And other companies and other like TV networks are biased towards other companies and shit. But you definitely know, like it's just it's evident. But but yeah, so this is just a hot mess. And like I said, people are pissed off as they should be. Like I said, people have been voting for God knows how long, and their votes just got deleted. So I don't know if Mnet's going to announce or going to address this whole issue or not. I have no idea. But yeah, like I said, I'm not surprised in the slightest. This is what Mnet does. Um, yeah. So that's that. So I'm going to get out of here, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, I'm going to talk to you guys later. Bye.